Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Today I thought I'd do a love reading with these beautiful, amazing love oracle cards sent to me by Lourdes. Thank you so much. She's so super dear, and I needed a little lift yesterday, and right at the moment I needed it, I saw this packaging arrived. And it's really strange because I thought time and time again that I ordered this, but what I do sometimes when I'm ordering is I'll put something in a different list and I'll think it's on its way, and then I get busy and I forget about it. Now, I thought I owned this deck, and then I was like, I went to go look for it for a read and I realized I had never ordered it. And then it showed up at my door from Lourdes. So thank you so much, Lourdes. And this is the ideal deck for readings. This is going to be about whatever love is coming your way over the next few months, whether it be soulmate, twin flames, whatever it is. We're going to rely on the cards, and I'm going to also use tarot to get that extra oomph about it. But in any journey that we're going through, love, personal path, health, recovery, we have to remember that you are important no matter what. Never let anybody make you feel less than. Never let anybody make you feel like you have to prove themselves or explain themselves or up their game every minute of the day for your satisfaction or value, and vice versa, right? We don't participate in relationships so we can be some kind of crazy maniacal ringmaster and change somebody and mold them to what we want. If somebody is doing that to you, it doesn't feel good, right? So we should never do that to anybody else. And if there is just some wickedly crazy habit, that they have that you would prefer they didn't, there are really kind, nice ways to bring that up. Like, I know certain little things just bother me in public or like at a dinner table, things like biting nails, cracking knuckles. There's just certain things, people do that is a little off-putting, but you mention it in private and then you try to work on it together because everybody has their little idiosyncratic things, right? It's like, it's just a thing. And if it's distracting and it affects you, it's like you just speak kindly about it. I don't know why that came in, because I feel like a few of you have some new partnerships and they may have one or two foibles that drive you a little nutty. Again, just remember to bring it up with kindness and love. And I'm really excited because I'm also going to be using the Light Seers Tarot, and it's one of the best decks I've ever gotten. I love it. I've been wanting it for a while, and I want it for a little treat. And now I wanted to dance wildly when it showed up at my door. I was so happy. So you guys remember and do your little self-love affirmation so you feel good. I believe in me. I acknowledge my own self-worth. My confidence is constantly growing and soaring. I am not my mistakes. You accept yourself unconditionally. I am proud of myself and all that I've accomplished. I deserve love, compassion, and empathy. All of these, Pinterest and YouTube and other places have millions of these beautiful affirmations. Please write a few for yourself as soon as you wake up too, so you can wake up and put yourself in the best golden spotlight you can, because you deserve this. Honor your commitments to yourself, caring for yourself, creating the life that you want to live exactly how you want to live it. That way your frequency goes up and you're creating this abundance and gratitude attitude, and your frequency is soaring. Therefore you're pulling in this love, because it is like a magnet, and how we feel about ourselves and who we think we are gets mirrored by somebody else, right? And they pick up on that. So positivity is a choice, so let's choose positivity. And you guys are amazing. Speaking of positivity, I want you to come over to my Instagram and try to win this insane 18.5 carat citrine. I placed it in there for this week's contest, and if you guys subscribe over here and then you follow me on Instagram, you're automatically entered in all the contests. And just the way it picks up the light is so utterly like amazing. I'm gonna pull the light over so you can see it like right under the light. It just is so multi-dimensional and gorgeous. I absolutely am obsessed with it. And I ordered some more stones so I can place them. I like making them into these risen bezels, because it lets the light come in and it makes them much more like light captivating, goes through there, and then everything sparkles and the facets look great. So again, if you are a follower over there and you subscribe over here, you're automatically entered in all my contests. So thank you guys for entering and for all your great feedback and the fun that you're having over there. So let's start believing in ourselves, in our journey, and where we can go. And I'm going to do this visually for your choices, because what is the message in the card is written on the back. So we have 1, 2, and 3. And it's funny, art-wise, this is so beautiful to me. Like, this really inspires me to want to paint. I love the simplicity of the artwork in there, but the messages are really, really gorgeous. And then we're going to follow up with some amazing Light Seers Tarot, the artwork in that too. It just reminds me of like a great day at the beach. It's very like bohemian. It's very bright. It really pops with primary colors, and the artwork is just sublime. So we're going to start with number 1 over here, you guys. Passion and magnetic and seductive qualities surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Absolutely. I feel like intuitively we know when something is kind of taking place in our, charisma field, in our attraction sector. It's just the way people respond to you, right? When you come in a room, you know that you are not invisible. You know that there's connections energetic wise to other people. And I feel like you're going to be going through a passionate stage, because also the big thing with calling in love is we're asking the universe for something, right? And then we have a nice healthy detachment. Therefore, we start to draw it in. So let's give these a shake. I want to show you just that. Whoa, right off the bat, twin flames, your passion ignites. Some of you guys are on this twin flame journey, and I feel like a lot of you guys feel them much more in the 5D a lot. And it's like you know, through the dreamscape and the envisionment process and all of that. So I'm going to pull some tarot, and we're going to see what's going on, you guys. Yeah, I feel like the twin flame journey is a little, definitely for sure, rarer to hit, but some of you guys are major manifestors. You know what you want. You have been maybe centuries without your twin flame. Perhaps you've picked up on 1 or 2 soulmates throughout, the last couple hundred years or whatever. They come in and they support us and they help us live to our best of our abilities, and they help you believe in yourself and lead a kind of healed, healthy, heavenly existence. But twin flames is like kapow, absolutely off the grid. So let's see what's going on. 8 of Wands. Ooh. I feel like that's your time frame that it's talking about, you guys. This 8, there you go with your Emperor. Could it be any different? 10 of Cups. You guys, this is really, really impactful in such a beautiful way. 8 of Wands, those wands are off. You have pulled back that bow and you've shot, Cupid's bow. You know what you want. You have kind of set up a strong foundation for creating this connection and having it come true. And I can't believe you have 10 of Cups at the end for your kind of final chapter, because this is about community, love, soulmates, definite divine love, connections, expansion, wholeness. And this just reads into your journey going there. Look, that's the energy of your twin. And would you expect any less when they are actually a part and parcel of you? This is your energy looking back at you. So again, wholeness. So this card also has the powerful energy of connected hearts, giant love, devoted acceptance, often seen as the one big happy family card that's coming for you. A giant yes for relationships and love, and predict your fairy tale ending. And look at it right on the tail end of your read, and this with this beautiful, impactful, gorgeous energy right now. And this is also, I feel like this is also going to be a fire sign. I feel like this person is very inspirational, confident. They take control, super enthusiastic about life. They like fun. They like excitement. They are trailblazers. Again, these fire signs are Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. They just impact, it's an impactful, wild, wild sign, because they're like, let's go, do, be, see, feel, no messing around. And with the Emperor right there in the center, this is like the divine masculine, authority, power, a natural leader, strategic and analytical thinking. They are constantly promoting love in the universe and connectiveness and business and all of that. It's just all together in that. And again, I feel like this is around the 8-month cycle. But I do feel like for some of you guys too, you're going to be definitely having some sorts of, I'm going to pull a, yeah, see, you are going to be having a romance in between that. Something's going to come up. And I feel like it's just like a funny kind of trial period where it's like you just kind of learn how to skate again. And, you're kind of getting back on that bicycle and riding and feeling the emotions and realizing what it really takes to be invested in a relationship and what you want. And it's really going to be a nice kind of growth spectrum for you. So you'll realize, oh, I can't believe that I would ever allow somebody to talk to me like that. You're going to be really observant how other people treat you and how you feel, and be very cognizant of behaviors and tapped into that. And this is just love, love, love all the way around, you guys. It is coming in. Look at that, and so fast. And I love the fact that the Twin Flames card came up, because I wasn't even certain that that was in there. I did oh, and if you guys are curious too, at the end of the read, I'm going to do a quick flip through of these because the artwork is really, really beautiful, and I wanted everybody to get a chance to have a look at it. So you guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Melanie, and if you would like a private reading or anything else, all my links are down below. If you go to the little gray arrow, it'll bring you to everything. My Etsy store for all my handcrafted goodies, and Instagram, please come and try to win your amulet. It's all done on a drawing, so it's just a giveaway. I call it the contest, but it's a giveaway. And if you want a private read and find out what this Ten of Cups journey is going to look like and all the details on them, then all you have to do is just book a reading, and I get back to you within 48 hours with your reading too. I do them very quickly, so I'm really loving that. I did this on just a nice simple corkboard backdrop because I wanted the cards to really sing because they're so gorgeous. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to have a quick sip of my drink, and then we're going to go on to number 2. So exciting, you guys. Twin Flame Journeys. Wow, wow. I almost get choked up because it is an electric, zany kind of energy, and it fluctuates. And sometimes you're just like, how do I even have the power, enduring energy, and all of this to do what I'm doing? And you're really just galvanized and fueled by this love essence. So it's going to be spectacular. All right, you guys, now we're on to number 2. I love this artwork so much. So the main message is balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that, both supports and challenges. So again, if somebody has a very, very opposite view on anything, it can be religion, it can be diet, it can be anything, that we don't just go along to get along. We are not yesing somebody to death to just kind of fit along, just fit and go along to get along. If we feel the need to speak up and have some voice our opinion and have some good dialogue, we're going to do that. And I feel like this is advice for some of you guys that just recently got into a relationship as well. You may have them, they might be a little diverse or a little offbeat in certain things. And I feel like it's always good to open a dialogue and chat about it too. Whoa, sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship. It is truly sacred. Again, this message is for people that just got into a relationship and also one that is coming for you. And I want to pull one other card on that just to get a clarifier for the secondary group. Okay, so for the ones that your love is moving towards you, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So again, never coming from a place of fear, doubt, or angst of when is this coming? When can I have this? When are they showing up? All of that. We are not employing fear, or we are not employing doubt or stress to this. We're going to be like that river that's just flowing. Finding fun things to do along our way on our path, and have a good time, and take it easy. So let's see who and what is going on. Death and rebirth. Absolutely. Ooh, there's your Knight of Cups. We love that. And oh yes, all these beautiful messages. So what do you guys think of this artwork? Again, this is Light Seers Tarot. It's my new favorite, just because of like the way everything pops. I feel like it's done extremely well. I feel like the deck is very rich and colorful, and it makes me happy. I like happy deck. So let's first go to death and rebirth with this, because this is cycles of transformation. Okay, rebirth, transition, change, new beliefs, newfound awareness, ending symbolic of death, and initiation, a process for your love that's coming in, because I feel like your soulmate feels you and vice versa, and there's a lot of activity in the 5D. And again, you're probably having a lot of synchronicities. This group, I'm seeing a lot of 2s, I'm seeing a lot of 8s, I'm seeing a lot of dark birds, I'm seeing a lot of strange and erratic bird activity, deer, forest animals, and things of that nature. So we're not clinging to the past or fearing change right now, or having sentimental attachments to things or days gone by. We are looking towards the future. You're going to be on the cusp of a massive transformation. It's time to more in the end of that one phase. Why celebrate the birth of another? Because you do have this phenomenal new aspect that makes you happy, and it makes you aware of what's going on. And funnily enough, I do feel like these are water signs right away. I just kept seeing waters and oceans and rivers and lakes, and there we have cups right in the middle. Water, again, those are Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces. They are a super intuitive, very artistic, mega psycho sponges, definitely element. Nurturers, they're very empathetic. passionately emotional, and they like things to be romantic and beautiful and nice. They have very deep feelings. They have some very private moments too. They're very nostalgic. They like those moments to reflect and be calm and read a book and all of that. But again, the Knights I love within this, because the Knights are all about, you know, valor and integrity and doing things in an really, I guess it's more like a really dependable, authoritative, yet integrity driven way. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Integrity driven way. Like, you would never question their ethics and their morals. This specific person and grouping, because this is a classic romantic, a passionate soul, very artistic. They're seeking the connection right now as well. Usually these Knights are often, they are looking very chivalrous, and they love the idea of love too. I love this card so much because it's a classic romantic, and they're inviting you to step into the world of roses and bubble baths and champagne and being fully devoted. And romance, this card heralds romance and embodies the graceful movement of like the slow dance, the romantic, you know, the courtship of all of it, the flirtation, and in order to connect, which I really love. Page of Pentacles, so a lovely message, you know, feeling grounded too. I love Pentacles because I feel like when we feel grounded and we feel connected and we feel like we have good perspective, we're much more apt to make good choices. And this is about manifesting new opportunities, beginnings, good news for sure, training and financial opportunities, new career paths, beginners and people using earth magic, making your plans a reality right now. Yeah, you can be practical and realistic and still run ahead and catch up with those dreams. And that's what's happening in terms of this love. And again, I feel like this is quite soon, you guys. I'm seeing like 3 and 4, the numbers 3s and 4s for you. So like in 3 or 4 months, and then you're just going to sort of just like have that moment where everything just aligns and your synchronicity is in play too, really beautifully. This rebirth is significant in this, because all of a sudden you're going to decide, you know what? I am going to own up to the fact that I am smart, that you bring joy to this world, that you are filled with beauty, you are strong, you're resilient, you're free, you know, all of that. And you're going to trust your voice within and know you're worthy and awesome and lovable, and just step forth and create this reality that it was always been on the verge. You've always been on the verge of walking through that, but now you actually just, that's it. I'm taking the sleep. I'm deserving of it. And in comes that soulmate energy. So beautiful, you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you want to go through to the end and check out the flip through for these beautiful love oracle cards, I'm going to do a flip through at the end. And if you need a private reading, you want all the details, I get your reading back to you within 48 hours in a video format just like this. And if you want to come over to Instagram and try to win your beautiful citrine, just if you subscribe over here and you follow me over there, you are automatically entered in all the contests, you guys. I just do a drawing. I just pull a card, and then it just has to do with letters, and if it matches up with your moniker or name, the first 2, then you win. So you guys, everything else is down there, my Patreon, everything. So we are going to go to number 3. I love these cards. I mean, I knew that they would be like just awesome, but they are fantastic. They really are. So group number 3, look deep within your heart right now. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. And this is the message from your soulmate. Really look in there and ask yourself, do I feel the energy? Am I tapped into it? Because everything is so connected on that, you know, and our positive thoughts towards love, towards our life, all of that create this wellspring of gratitude, which brings up our frequency, which then aligns us with all the things we're supposed to be aligned with, love and otherwise. Okay, so let's see what is coming on. So we're going to get 2 more cards for you. Woo! Soulmate and new beginning. So when these are together, I automatically feel that this is somebody that you have yet to meet, that is on their way. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. This is already happening. It happens, you know, it's like this spectrum of communication where all these beautiful ethereal threads are all connected. And it's the same thing where you're really thinking about somebody, and all of a sudden they text them, and you are like, I think thought this into reality. It's the same kind of thing. It's this energetic match and compulsion and magnetism that brings you together. And new beginnings, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. I feel like not only does this have to do with your soulmate journey and coming together with them, I feel like it has to do with some work potentials and you starting some new business ideas and you doing magnificently. Because guess what? This often aligns together. Your journey within your life path purpose and being successful and bring up your vibration and feeling good are very closely aligned to your soulmate journey, because as our frequency goes up, we do the next best thing for ourselves. We study when we need to study, we work, we rest when we need to rest, we start to care for ourselves, we look out for these clues and synchronicities, and that's what you're doing, therefore bringing it to, there you go, Queen of Pentacles, grounded, good foundation, beautiful, friendly. I loved, look at this, you guys. So right away with these coupled up, and I was asking for potential signs. We have earth signs here. This is Capricorns, Virgos, and Tauruses coming in for you. They are very practical. They are the rocks of the relationship, extremely stable people. They live in the here and now, very goal orientated. They work very hard as well for their success. So everything doesn't just show up. And they are very, one step at a time, let's get this done type of energy. And I love this Queen of Pentacles because, well, first, let me go to the Three of Cups. I'm going to start from the right because I love the meaning of the card in this deck. This is about friendships, abundance, cooperation, community, soul contracts. There you go. And now they're coming in. And it's like the packs you run with, the kindred connections you forge are not always defined by blood, but they are our living and breathing support system, our friends, our neighbors, our people that we connect with, our soulmates that come in, right? Deep friendships are the family we choose, and these sacred connections are to be cherished and nurtured right now too. In the best and worst of times, our companions serve as mirrors. They allow us to see who we really are through their eyes as well. So who do you need to reach out for support when you sometimes feel, a little low? And our journey connecting and collecting all our little, breadcrumbs on our way to our soulmate and our love can be, it can be difficult at times because loneliness can set in, and nobody likes that feeling of, that I know it's going to take place, but feeling like you've waited an eternity, because it's like Christmas Eve just being like a year long, like you're just ready and you're like, let's go. But I want to share the message of Queen of Pentacles too, because this is their kind of energy: healer, working parent, self-made person. They have material wealth, they have abundance, they have strength in family and community, they have a kind and nurturing heart, they're very grounded, and they're generous. I feel like this is a self-made person that is coming into your life, and I feel like you wouldn't really accept anything less. You want somebody who's solid and has their act together. And if anybody does, no kidding, those earth signs really, they plan, they're smart, they get the blueprint for what they need. Now, I love this too, because this has to do with what you're going to be doing. You're going to be mastering a skill, becoming expert at craftsmanship of certain things. It's that uniqueness and individuality that you put into your work that's really going to spark off. I feel like that's sort of what you're getting with this bigger picture, and your soul purpose is going to start to come up through patience and determination. And I feel like our soul purpose, our path, and our soulmates often come in quick succession because we're aligned with what we want, who we are, and where we're going. It just all goes together. It's like dominoes. They catch up with one another, and then the flow just starts going. You feel good, better and better, healthy, wiser, making good choices. And then gratitude is constantly just, you're building a mountain of gratitude, and the universe loves that, and it's just sending it back to you in all of this rich, vivid situation. Again, you guys, I feel like I feel like it is smack in the middle of this. I feel like you're going to be more in the 5-month process, because I keep seeing fives everywhere. So I feel like this is going to be occurring in 5 months. And again, it's just this rich journey where each week starting from now, you guys, I just feel like you're elevating in so many ways with this new beginnings. Life is going to seem like an adventure, and you're going to love it because you're like, I'm not having the same old. I know what that brings me. When we do what we did, we get what we get, right? We'll get what we got, as Colette says. And I've done that certain days. If I've had a really good day doing something a certain way, I will reenact that day and recapture that energy. If I'm under a beautiful tree and the weather is such, and I treat myself well, and I'm quiet and I'm meditating and the day goes beautifully because of that, I reparticipate in that energy. And now if the opposite happens, where I'm harried and I'm feeling withdrawn or stressed, I ask myself, what happened to bring me to this point? And I don't reenact that, because I don't want to get what I got if I did what I did. So I'm going to do something differently. And that's you. You're on this new journey of discovery of how can I feel good, robust, together. And it's a new kind of goal orientated phase for you. All these things are coming true for you as well, group 3. So beautiful energy, you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all your beautiful comments and your feedback, and you guys participating in the Insta contest. Please come follow me on Instagram and get your Gigantor citrine. The cut and clarity of the stone is just so amazing. And sometimes when I can get my little paws on beautiful stones and make them into things for you guys, I'll have a giveaway a week, which I really love to give back, to say thank you to you as well. So again, if you guys need a reading and you want all the specifics on everything, I get your reading back to you in a video form just like this within 48 hours. Like, I just get on those reads and I get them done for you. So you have beautiful social energy. You're going to be feeling good, vibrant, and you deserve it. You deserve the love and attention. You're going to be feeling good, and a lot of enthusiasm for projects and friends and your life, which, you know, it's like, it's just this great new phase for you. So I'm really excited. So love and light. Hello, you guys. I wanted to give you a quick flip through of the Lover's Oracle. I've seen a lot of other readers use this deck, and it's the weirdest thing. I've had it on my list for a long time, and then I had forgotten about it. And then Lourdes, my good friend, just sent it to me. So thank you, Lourdes. I just want to show you some of the artwork and some of the beautiful writing. Very beautiful, concise things when it comes to anything pertaining to the heart. And it also gives you this great layout, you guys, card interpretation, the past, how the past is influencing the present situation now, how the situation is affecting you now, future, possibilities for the future. About 6 months outcome indicates the overall message and lesson, a culmination of everything examined. And I'm going to be using this, you know, for soulmate reads and love reads as well, because I think that's highly effective in conjunction with the tarot to get like that double impact message. So I just want to show you guys some of the artwork, because it really is so beautiful. And then I'll show you some of the messages, but I want to keep some of it a surprise. Like this particular one is freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Yeah, this artwork is just astounding. And then I'll flip a couple over too, so you can just see what some of the gorgeous wording is. And a lot of it has to do with faith and trust and love and soulmates and your journey and just nice, beautiful messages. But I love the kind of popping colors, and the artwork is really beautiful. This one in particular is really gorgeous. Let's see what's on that one. That one says, it's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is a time to give to yourself. So that's a good question in terms of a relationship, if you're having issues or there is a ghosting or quieting period where all of a sudden we don't need to chase and pursue. That's a very good message. This is very beautiful. Just really rich purples and reds. And I believe I'll look and I'll get the card count, but it's a really beefy deck. I know some just have like 30 odd cards, but I feel like there's a lot in this. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. I love that. I love the lighting in these. They're very simple. This is one of my favorite ones, just due to the yellow, and the shadowing is really gorgeous. They're easy to handle. They're good to shuffle. They really are good to go. I think that's one of the reasons that I had a pause on ordering them, because I thought there'd be an issue with shuffling. But you get used to them. That's gorgeous. Let's see what that has to say. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So that's great for soulmate and twin flame messages. Just really simple, beautiful, beautiful work. This is probably one of my favorites too right here. Gorgeous. The icy blues and grays. So balanced. Love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Yeah, that's a big, let's not be the yes person and always go, because resentments will build up. That's gorgeous too. So we just have a few more. These are really beautiful. There's a lot on just wonderful, wonderful connective messages on this. Reflection, give each other some space at the moment, trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. I feel like there's a whole myriad in this that gives us a lot of choices, and they're remarkable. And again, the artwork's by Tony Carmine Salerno. outstanding, and there's 45 cards in the deck too, and it's just really beautiful. I feel like it really gives us some good answers to those challenging love questions, really concisely and beautifully. So that is that deck, you guys, and thanks so much, Lourdes. I appreciate this so much. I got home yesterday, I was so hot. Higgins on a fishing spree, so I've been working down the beach, and it gets a little hot, and but it's so beautiful, and I feel like the messages come really clear and crisp. But again, I'm on somebody else's playing field. So I am so lucky today. There's no cars blasting music. It's like so peaceful down here. So I'm really lucky to be able to do this out here in the quiet. It's really, really nice. So love and light to all you guys.